Hi Virgo, this is Kelly from Moon Pie Tarot. This is your monthly love reading for mid-July through mid-August 2017. This is for Virgo's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you wish to get a personal reading, you can go to my website, moonpietarot.com. I'm running a special to see how the other person feels about you. So if you're interested in that, go right ahead and click on that button. Or if you just want to get a personal reading regarding your love life, I have plenty of other services that I offer there, so you can peruse the site. We'll give you more information. Okay, so this card just flipped out as I was shuffling, so let's get started. So the Four of Pentacles, starting for the overall energy, there's a energy of holding on tight to a situation or relationship, another person. This is really just the energy that is happening between you and someone else. Okay, your partner. There's keeping it a secret, valuing it very much, but not letting other people know about this situation. Okay, now in the past position, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you may have been dealing with another earth sign, or this is just your energy. I always think of Virgo when I see this card for some reason. But I feel like your past position where you are coming through as someone who is very stable. Some of you females may be mothers, someone who harvests, collects, keeps the home safe. She's just a very natureful type of a woman. And if you're a male, this could be a female that at least was significant in the past to you in some way. Okay, this could be your spouse or the mother of your child. Okay, a very stable energy. But I feel like, quite honestly, a lot of you, your present situation, beginning in the beginning of the middle of July, you have the Ten of Swords energy. So I feel like there was some type of a situation, either a betrayal or in your minds you felt betrayed. But this card always talks about the ending. Sometimes it can be about the ending of a relationship, but I don't really feel that. I feel this is more of the ending of a battle, of fighting something. Okay, but it can be the ending of a relationship in some way, because it's challenged with, crossed by the Nine of Pentacles, and this is someone who is attempting to become single again. Okay, but it's, for some reason, it's difficult to let go. Okay, even though, sorry, I gotta fix this. Even though you do have the Ten of Swords here, and that does represent an ending of some sort, it's still a challenge for you to get yourself in this position where, the Nine of Pentacles, to me, always represents someone, a single person. Okay, they value, they have their career, and they have their home, and they have all of the things that they have. Some of you may have separated from a partner or divorced, or were in a relationship in the past and now it's back to being single again. Okay, and this woman, or this person, is going from that Queen of Pentacles to this Nine of Pentacles. So maybe a sense of feeling like you are no longer someone's queen, or your queen is no more, and now you are having to face this part of your life, and it's very difficult for you. Okay, sorry, I don't know why it does this. So what's grounding you here is Judgment. So there could have been a separation or divorce, and you waiting for a verdict to come in regard to a legal situation. And for others, this could be about hoping for reconciliation with this past person, perhaps. And when I say that this is a Virgo card or Earth sign card, it really doesn't have to be. It can be really, it could be male or female, and it could be any sign, but it's someone who's very grounded. It could have been someone that you had hoped that there was going to be like a family situation to come out of it, and perhaps it didn't. So, I feel like some of you are waiting, are hoping for reconciliation. And the reason I say that is because crowning you is the Two of Cups. Okay, and this is two people coming together. So I do feel like you know, there's sadness in a sense with this Ten of Swords here, because there's definitely this feeling of, feeling stabbed in the back. Okay. But it is on your mind. Partnership is on your mind. This is whether it's to reconcile with someone and to have partnership with them, or to be done with it and meet someone new. Okay? But the good news is there is an offer or a proposal coming to you sometime beginning of August, going into August. Okay, with the Knight of Cups. I know there have been times where I've said, well, this is particular sign. I don't really like to, at least I don't want to say I don't really like to, but I feel like for now, I don't really want to assign this to a sign. If you want to, you can, and that would be a water sign. But I feel this is more of an energy coming through. If you want to assign, it could be a younger 20s, 30s water sign making an offer to you. If that's someone from your past, because of this reconciliation card, that could be coming back around. Okay, but if not, and there is a struggle to be single, I just feel like there is an offer coming. Okay, it could be a proposal for commitment or marriage, or something more, something very emotional. Okay, someone who maybe is missing you or will miss you. You may have felt like you needed to walk away from a past relationship, and now you're just struggling to stay single, but perhaps deep down inside, this is truly not what you wanted. Okay, and I feel like there can be something coming for you soon, but I just see you not accepting the offer right away. Okay, the Eight of Cups is always a card about a temporary split, not a full split. Okay, but this is your energy throughout this time period. So if you had to walk away from a marriage or a relationship, I feel like for some of you this is temporary, that you for some reason needed to take a break, or something that maybe your partner did, or something that may have happened that you felt betrayed by them. You may not have officially said you're going to end it, because that's why you're still struggling to be single. It's like you're conflicted about whether you want to be on your own now, or you want to still hold on to this relationship, or maybe you're considering forgiving them. A lot of different things could be happening here, but I see that you are at least temporarily walking away from this situation, or walking away from the hurt. Okay, because it's just too much for you to bear during this time. Now, in the position of your environment and how others view you, and this can be about the other person, they may be waiting for you to make up your mind or make a decision if you've walked away from them, or if they've offered something to you. They may be waiting to see what you bring back to them. Okay, the Three of Rods. The Three of Rods, they're waiting for communication about maybe they wanted to come see you. Okay, maybe they made an offer to take a trip to reconcile the relationship or something of that nature. And they're waiting for an answer about what you're going to do, because this is the three of rods, not the three of swords or the three of pentacles. They're waiting to hear what you're going to do. Okay? And this is your energy. You know, you're deciding which direction you want to go. You do love this person, and or you do wish to have new love in your life, but you're not sure yet if you want to, you know, continue on with them or if you want to stay single. You haven't decided because you feel betrayed. Okay? So your hopes and fears, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like with this card, you know, you want to put the work into a relationship, and you want the other person, you know, to really get their hands dirty with you. You want them, you're hoping that they will really like that this offer isn't just that there's more to it than just flowers, you know. You want them to like keep digging flowers for them, because if they've betrayed you, you're looking for actual proof that they are backing up what they're saying, that they're going to plant seeds with you, you know, that they mean it this time. But you also fear that perhaps they won't. But the hopes and fears section, as I usually say in my readings, I don't go too far, too deep into that because they're hopes and fears. So if that resonates for you, that's great. But your outcome position is interesting. It's very conflicting. You have the Three of Swords, and then you have the Page of Cups. So I know you're looking at this and you're thinking, oh, it's horrible. I really wanted to be, you know, back with someone. But I feel like, and I often say, this Three of Swords is about an end to this communication. There may have been a betrayal. There may have been infidelity. Okay, and this is putting an end to that. Okay, you know, I know it's so dramatic when you look at this card and you see he must have given her that rose and then she didn't take it and it just fell on the ground. You know, I think you're taking a very serious look at the situation, and you're saying to yourself, you know, you can offer me all of these flowers and say all of these things that you want, but you are tired of being in this mental confusion with them, because you're thinking to yourself, why would you be offering all this love when you betrayed me? You know, like, why, if you truly loved me, why would you hurt me like that? So I feel like that's your energy that's going on in your mind. And you are not accepting words. The Three of Swords, the swords is about, you know, thoughts and the things people say. You're not taking the words. You want real emotion. Okay, and I feel like you'll get that. You'll get that. You want communication. You want this person to come back, or you'll only accept them to come back if they really truly express how they feel. Otherwise, you're like, no, you're not going to do it. So you're willing to listen, okay, but I don't feel like you're willing to take them back fully until they actually prove, you know, that they are serious, that they're gonna do the work that is needed to prove themselves, so there can be that trust again. And for those of you who are single, you are struggling to be single. You've been single for a long time. And I feel like you may have had someone on your mind from your past. They could be returning, And the same situation will play out as it did for those who were involved. Um, but you're at this point now where you don't want to be single anymore. You know, you want the truth to come out. You want to come out into the open. You want to find love. And I feel like you're getting yourself ready, and you will begin to receive something from another person. Okay, but you'll receive some type of offer, maybe for a date or something like that, but you are cautious. You might not accept it right away. You know, they could offer something that's well beyond appropriate for if you've just met them. Okay, but even if you're dating and you're not exclusive, so you're kind of technically still single, um, they could offer something more, and you just might be a little like you need to think about it a little bit, and they'll be waiting to hear what you decide to do. But you're at this point in your life where you enjoy having fun, but you're ready to get into a serious relationship now at this point. And for some of you, not all of you, some of you are thoroughly enjoying being single. And if that's the case, I don't know why you're listening to this reading, but you know, whatever. Um, so I feel like that person will be waiting to hear back from you about, if you decide to go on a date with them or something like that. I feel like they're going to be trying a little bit harder to get your attention. But as I said, you're not about fluff, Virgo. You like practicality. Words are like, you can speak until you're blue in the face and tell me how much you love me, but if you're not, you know, getting in the dirt and digging up flowers for me, I want to see work. You're a working uh, sign, so I don't feel like you're going to accept uh, you know, words. You will get offers and messages from someone. There'll be a lot of, communication about their emotions or how they feel about you, but you're kind of like, yeah, that's great, but, all you're doing is talking. You haven't shown up at my door. Or you have shown up my door, but you didn't hold the door open for me. I mean, like little things. You're just like, you want action. You want to see proof that whomever is making their advances towards you, but you might be a little overly picky if you're tired of being single, which I see here, and you're tired of being in relationships. You may have had hopes and dreams that perhaps one day you would have a child or have a family and things like that, and maybe it didn't happen. Someone may have betrayed you. It's difficult for you to still be in this situation, but you're looking for the real deal now. Okay, and you're not looking for someone to just only hand you flowers and say I love you. You actually want to see them in the garden digging them up. I mean, every sign does things differently, and that's fine. And there's absolutely no judgment against that at all. But I feel like for you, Virgos who are single, and those of you who were betrayed in relationships, you have every right to expect that from someone, to really go the distance for you, because you deserve that, because you do that for other people. You go the distance. I mean, you don't bend yourself over backwards so that your back breaks for another person, but you'll get pretty darn close to making sure that others are happy, and that's what you want as well from another person. And that's, a really good standard to live by. Of course, you don't want to nitpick someone, because then you'll lose the relationship, but see the work that they've done, or see what any effort that they've put in, see it and appreciate it, and say, well, maybe they didn't go in the yard and dig up these flowers for me, okay, but maybe they drove 20 miles to get this one particular flower that I like, okay, It's not so much about the flower as it is about the effort that's put in, and that's what you're looking for in either situation. And I feel like the ball's in your court at this time. Now, what's going to happen mid-August or into September, we don't know, but I feel like now it's the ball's in your court. Now you get to decide what it is you do, and you don't want, what you will and you won't accept. And you're not going through life with this powerful superwoman attitude where you don't need no man. I don't feel like you're doing that. I just feel like you value yourself. This is this is who you are. This is who you were. Okay? And someone broke you, or something broke you. And now you're reduced down to this Nine of Pentacles, but you really are this Queen of Pentacles. So you need to be that queen again. And you don't want to be this, and that's why you're struggling. So, okay, Virgo, that's your reading for July to August. If you need a personal reading, yeah, go ahead and go to my website, moonpietarot.com. Let me know. And I hope you guys have a great next 4 weeks, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.